STARS has flown more than 30,000 missions since 1985 in Alberta and more recently here in Saskatchewan. That's why we're celebrating 30 years of care in the air with the STARS crew, including Andrea right now, who is the president and CEO of STARS. Andrea, let's just talk about the services that STARS provides to our community.
So STARS primarily is a rural service.
Okay.
When people say to me, who owns STARS? You own STARS, I own STARS. It's a community service. So when you're in a remote area, or you've been critically ill or injured and need rapid transport into a major center such as Regina or Saskatoon, that's our biz. And our physicians, our transport physicians, help us sort out what's the best mode of transport for you, depending on what's wrong with you. So it's usually the most critical patient that would need the service of STARS. So when you think about our vast province and the roads and byways, or being in a remote hospital and needing to come in for a cardiac service, or because you've been in a very bad accident, those would be the typical situations where we would be dispatched to come and get you.
Perfect. Now we are here for your STARS open house at your operating base here in Saskatoon. Why welcome the public to learn a bit more about your organization?
So exactly what I was talking about, right? So if this is a community-owned service, we only exist to be one very small part of the healthcare system. So when you think about what does it take to operate STARS, you need someone to call us, right? So that might be a paramedic in a remote area, could be a rural hospital, could be a farmer that's had a really bad accident on their farm, and we'll land right on their farm and pick that, that patient up. So it's our 30th anniversary.
Exciting.
We're only here because the community has supported us. So of course, perfect day to open our doors and say, come learn about your community service, right, that's available for you. I was asked what would be the most special part about today, and I said, I guarantee someone's going to walk through that door that we've never met before, other than the first time we met them when we lifted them in the helicopter. And I just met one of those men.
Really?
His accident was a year and a half ago, and this is the first time he's come to the base. And ironically, and very specially, the crew that flew him that day, 18 months ago, is here today.
Oh, that's amazing.
So they got to meet. He's doing extraordinarily well, and that is the most special part of the whole day, and the reason we exist.
Actually, I was going to ask you what makes you so proud to be a part of this organization, but you've already answered it for me, so that's just one example of how STARS is making a difference in people's lives. Thank you so much, Andrea. Appreciate you taking a few minutes to chat with us about your organization.
My pleasure.
All right, well, we are actually going to meet a mom from Saskatchewan whose daughter was flown in a helicopter just like this to RUH a few years ago. So that's definitely a personal story that you want to stay tuned for.